Hi everybody, welcome to Arma Reforger, and in this video I wanted to talk about why you would consider renting a community server for Arma from Nitrado, or there are other server providers out there. Now at the moment you can only do this for PC, but hopefully by the time you get to watch this video we'll have console ones as well, so you can go over to Nitrado and you can hire a server. They're not that expensive. If you just wanted one for 10 players, $222 a month, up to 32 players, $21.68 a month. They probably go up to, so that's 64. Then they've got 64 player ones as well. I'm not sure if they're working quite at the moment because the public ones aren't. But why would you want to do this? And the answer, of course, is here in the workshop, because the workshop already, even though this game has been out, it's been about a week, hasn't it, or something like that, the workshop is got loads and loads of mods in it. So at the moment we've got 52 pages of various mods of all different sorts of qualities, and the really great thing about Arma Reforger is that these mods are cross-platform. So when we get console community servers, you'll be able to use the same sort of mods. And so what this means is, if you have your own private community server, you can play Conflict with the mods that you want to have installed on your server. So that could be like unlimited stamina mod. You could have things like the Where Am I mod that shows you where you are on the map. You could have the scope for the M16 mod. There's all these amazing, better blood effects, better explosions, better traces, all this sort of stuff you can install and play it. You can even make your server run the Game Master, so you can have all those mods within the Game Master, and you can also run your versions of Capture and Hold or Domination with the mods that you want. So that's what you can do. Also, actually, the other thing that I should have said was you can play scenarios. So where people have, let's have a look. Let's do this way. There's plenty of scenarios now. Like there's the Night Up scenario. You could have your server running the Night Up scenario, but with different mods, so that you could do it the way that you wanted to. Or if you came up with your own scenarios that you created using the Arma tools, again, you could have your server running that. Now, it's all controlled very easily as well via a JSON file. So if we go to this file here, actually, what I'll do is I'll link to this in the description below the video. This is Bohemia Interactive's official wiki, and it gives some great examples about how you can change the startup parameters of your server. So this is the JSON file. This is the config file for the server. So basically, at the moment, all you need to do, and I've done videos on this, is you change the address of the scenario. So that will, so for example, 23_campaign, that's the conflict game mode. But what we have here is we have the official capture and hold different scenarios. You change that, and then down below you'd load up the mods that you want. So it will be the capture and hold official mod, it could be the M16 scope mod, it could be infinite endurance mod, all that sort of stuff. Simply restart your server, and you can jump into it, and you can then be playing with your friends, behind a password, with the mods you want. A couple of little things to remember though with the servers as well is that at the moment, and I don't know how long it's going for, if you're playing something like Capture and Hold, there's no map rotation, so it's always the same map. You need to go in and change that JSON config file to change it to a different scenario. Also, there's no persistence either when you're playing Conflict, and this is probably in the main mode as well. So if, for example, you've got a game of Conflict going on, if you restart the server, that will wipe that game of Conflict, and then you start again from the beginning. So you've got to be very careful when you're installing things like mods, that you get them all ready, you test them, and then you run the server and let people play on it, without continually going in and changing things. But what has impressed me very much playing around with the Nitrado server that Nitrado were very kind enough to supply me with, was how easy it is to apply mods using that JSON file. Very, very easy indeed. to change the scenario to add the mods. It's going to be interesting when we get mods that will need config files as well, how the game handles that. But for now, seems to be relatively straightforward, relatively powerful, relatively simple. And if you are thinking that, oh yeah, I've got a nice little community, it'd be great to be able to play capture and hold with the mods that we want, then that is why you would get a private server. So there we go. Hopefully that's useful. If it has been, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and of course I will see you again soon.